Right, welcome back to the course, and I hope you've been having a super great time. All right, so in this video, we're really just going to dive deeper into Scrum, all right, and how it helps deliver value often and how we learn very fast from Scrum. I mean, this is one of my strong points. A certified Scrum Master, and I currently use the skilled agile framework, which is not very common. It's only used in enterprises to deliver value. So yeah, I try. Yeah. So and I really want to see how you guys are going to put this into work. Okay. So breaking it down, this is the Scrum team, right? A very important thing for you to note here is no boss in Scrum. It's a collaborative and flat team model. Everybody's equal. There's no I am your leader. There's nothing like that. Okay. So the first thing is the product owner, which is the visionary. This is usually maybe the owner of the project, the person that gives you what to build, or sometimes this is your boss at work saying that this is what we want to build. All right. And this person is usually speaking with customers, or yeah, usually getting these things from the customers. Then there's a scrum master, which is you. You're the one that protects the team from distraction, helps them to unblock distraction, take away things that are challenging for them, and helps them follow the scrum rules and improve continuously, right? You are the one that manages the time box period. Okay, in 2 weeks this is what we're delivering, and this is how we're going to focus on what we're delivering, and this is how we're going to achieve it, right? Then we have the developers, that's the builders, deciding how to build the work, right? Cross-functional team members who design, code, test, deliver working software. So when you see developers here, it doesn't just mean software engineers. This also includes product designers, QA testers, and all of that. All right. So the product backlog. So the backlog is, remember when I was sharing the example, the narrative where we have a project, a mobile app to deliver in 16 weeks, and we have 8 sprints. All right. The backlog is all the features that we are going to deliver, right? All the features that we're going to deliver, right? Now, at the end of each sprint, right, we then come together to look at it that, okay, we have completed the login flow and the dashboard. But for us to, so let's say that, okay, let's say that we have completed the login flow and the dashboard. But I mean, when we completed the dashboard, the next thing on our backlog is the user profile, right? Let's say we are building a gaming app, right? Where you log in and you see the games that we currently have on the application, and use this application can connect to different gaming platforms. All right. Okay. Do you see? So, or let me say we're building a Netflix, right? Another Netflix. You've built the login flow, right? You select your profile, you've gotten into your dashboard, you can see the movies. Then the next thing on our backlog is the profile, right? The user profile. Or the next thing on our backlog is security. However, we're currently in sprint 4, and that's 8 weeks into the project. Then the user is saying, I like what you are building, it looks nice, oh, but I've not really seen what I want. What I want is I want a platform that can make me watch my movies very easily or play my games very easily. I like that you've shown me how it's going to look, but can you take me quickly there? Take me to the core features. Now, the core features, we left it for iteration or sprint. Iteration and sprint. We use iteration. We call iteration. We use the word iteration in Scaled Agile framework, but it means the same thing as a sprint. So, with the core feature, which is the gaming part or the watching experience, that's the video playing part. We left it for sprints 5, 6, 7, right? But we're currently in sprint 4, and we plan to build security, right? We plan to build security so that everything works. We want to build every other thing first before we then focus on the core features. What we would then now do is from the product backlog, we would then need to reprioritize. Why? Because our user is saying they want to see X, Y, Z. Do you see? So, like I said, it's really about users. So you cannot come to a point where you say, this is what I want to build, and this is how I'm going to build it. The way you build it is how your user wants it to be built. I think I can wrap it up like that. Okay. So backlog items need to always be small and testable. They need to be things that when we complete it, we can say we have done this. Not that, of course, they are all connected, but not that, oh, we are building part A of this, part B of this. We need to be able to break things down in the smallest scope such that when it's done, we can test it that this thing works. Do you get what I'm saying? So speaking the user's language, right? This is user stories, and the goal of this is how backlogs are written. Okay, these are you write on product back. So you see the way these things are listed. Let me see if I can annotate here. What's my annotating? Okay, so you see the way this is written here. This. So in the real sense, right? In the real sense, what's going to happen is that we're going to have we're going to have a list of things written in this way. It's going to be written as a user, I want to be able to log in seamlessly. That's product backlog 1. Do you see? As a user, I want to be able to select my profile without having to get into someone's profile, or I want to be able to select my Netflix profile and retain my individual algorithm, right? And see my late. I mean, I want to also be able to lock my own profile so that someone else using the same Netflix account cannot access my movies. You see, so I mean, for every sprint, we can decide we are taking in 10 product backlog items into that sprint, and we're going to deliver it. Okay, take note that the sprint goal is not the same thing as the product backlog item, right? So backlog, of course, they are not the same thing. So sprint goal is at the end of this sprint, we are going to develop a seamless login experience. To complete a login experience, we would have things like we would have a user story assigned talking about sign up, we would have another one talking about Face ID, another one talking about login, another one talking about Google sign in, another one talking about Apple ID, another one talking about some. Do you get what I'm saying? So they are different, right? So, and we work by priority. Do you get? So this first is what we're going to do. This is what the way it is here is the way we are going to do it, the way we arrange it. Do you see? So very important that you take note of that. I want to leave this. Okay, select. All right, annotating. Bye bye. Leave my screen. All right. So user stories now. Back to what I was saying. So as a user, I want to be able to do this so that I can do this. You see, so this is how you think of user. So as a user, or as a user, pretty much as a user works here, I want to be able to do this and this and this so that I can do this and this and this. You see, some as a hungry customer, I want to save my credit card so that I can check out faster. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what you always want to do is your backlog should be written with your user in mind. So you know why you're building it, you know what you're building, and who you are building for. All right. So events 1 is sprint planning. I'm going to possibly put you guys into teams to build this out, right? And the team selects work from the top of the backlog. So you guys, so most likely you come together in teams, select yourself, put yourself together in teams. Your project managers, put yourself together in teams and say, in this you agree on the project, you agree on the things that you need to do to achieve that project, you agree on how many sprints it will take you, you agree on the particular week you are, right? Yeah. So you agree on the what, that's the sprint goal, the things that you need to do to achieve that. You decide on, okay, who is the product owner, who's going to be the developer, who's going to be the scrum master, and you agree on the results. Do you get what I'm saying? So that is that. Then the event two is the daily scrum. So daily scrum is the this is the daily meeting, right? The sprint planning meeting is one of the meetings, is one of the meetings that happen in Scrum, where we come together to plan what we're doing for a sprint. In that meeting, everybody gets clarity on what they're expected to do. In the daily scrum is a 15 minutes meeting every day, of 10 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes. In some cases where we talk, we agree. Okay, we just, it's pretty much this is what they call stand-up meetings. So the design is that we stand up, everybody's standing. So hi everyone, what did you do yesterday? Then you respond, this is what I did yesterday, plans to do today. These are the challenges I faced yesterday. The meeting is not a resolution meeting, it's just a meeting for everybody to be abreast of what's happening. All right. So what I did yesterday, what I'm doing today, the broadcast I had yesterday. So when we're done with the sprint meeting, sorry, the daily scrum, then we have what we call parking lots. Parking lots is where we then try to unblock each other. So the scrum master will try to unblock people and say, okay, sorry about the issue you faced yesterday. Let me help you fix this issue. Do you understand? So yeah. So that's what the daily scrum is about. It's a meeting that happens. It's Some people call it stand-up meetings. Yeah, stand-up meetings are also correct. So then the third meeting is the demo, right? That's the sprint review, showing what we have built, how we aligns to what we plan to build. Usually users will be here to provide feedback, right? They may not be, I mean, your product owner does not need to be in your daily scrum. They can be in your sprint planning so that we all agree this is what we're building. Then they'll be in your demo to now say, oh, we agreed at the beginning. We agreed 2 weeks ago that 2 weeks ago at the beginning of this sprint that this is what we're building. Then at the end of this sprint, what have we built? Do you get it? That's what the demo is about, right? Then the fourth thing, the retrospective. So this is where we say, this is where we look at and say, okay, this is the ideas that these are the new ideas that we need to try. These are the things that we need to stop doing, like lessons from the previous sprints. Do you understand? That's what it means, pretty much. So these are the things we want to start to do. These are the things we want to stop doing, and these are the things we want to continue doing. Do you get what I'm saying? So this is the way that the team continues to learn. So you learn from even how you take tasks within yourself. Do you get? It's very important that this meeting is done. A lot of teams don't do this because they feel like it's just in ourselves. Let's just do this, but it's the right thing for you to be formally done. Okay. Take note of that. Okay, so a quick assignment that I want to give you here is to write out 3 stories. This is what I was talking about earlier. Right, you write out you work on a project that you want to build. As a user, you want to action. So you want to do this so you can do this so that I can do this, right? So just make it focused. And I would like to see it in the demo. Okay, so more details to follow. Please drop questions on the group, right? So we can pick it up. All right. The solo stand-up. So this is just between you and yourself, right? And you can do this within teams as well. Yeah, I recommend doing this with it. So if I don't know how many you guys are yet, right? So you can pair yourself in teams, work on a project plan. This is what we want to build. This is our product backlog items. This is our sprint planning. You document all of these things, then you present it in our demo session. Okay. I hope you guys have learned quite a lot here. I know it's quite a lot of information. If you have questions, please feel free to drop in the chats so that I could help in responding to them. I look forward to seeing you all in the final video for this course. See you all shortly. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can always drop it in the chat, like I said, and I'll be glad to respond to them. Thank you. See you all soon.